I could play LUV and Happiness, I would absolutely insert it right now. If it weren't for copyright infringement or whatever they try to clock you for these days. Like, that would be the hit. Mother bleeping Al Green. And I wanted to say that in the beginning, but I had to take a quick pause and confirm with myself, like I didn't already know who it was. But anyways, it's LUV and Happiness. That is LUV. Talking about Xty Luv. That's me. Life unapologetically vibrant in this thing. You know what? We living in vibrancy always and unapologetically. Sharing through the language of love. It's a full circle moment, y'all. What's up? What's good? How y'all doing? I'm so happy to be here tonight. Like, it's coming through, and I'm so proud to be able to share with you guys what I have been working on. It's been like a long few weeks, and I know I have said that I am going to post my first episode by the end of like the past month now. And now it is Wednesday, May 31st at 11:11 p.m. And here you are. You are now being served. I hope you enjoy. So let's get into it. This is the LUV Language Podcast with your girl, Xty Luv. That is me, and LUV. Y'all tell I've been working on that for a minute. Life unapologetically vibrant, living in vibrancy, always and unapologetically, like I said, sharing through the language of LOVEE. And I'm just kidding. Love. I'm gonna get clocked so bad. I'm gonna have to practice this. But we in here and we are so stupid excited, bro. What's good? The LUV Language Podcast is exactly what it sounds like. Maybe not exactly what it sounds like, because we're not gonna be talking about too much of the lovey-dovey stuff and getting too deep into like relationships and things of that nature, unless you guys just want to dive into it. I'm an open book personally. I just haven't set the stage for those types of conversations. However, I love curating spaces. So y'all, please always let me know what's going on in your mental, what you're feeling like, because this is very much so a community in which everybody gets accounted for to the best of our ability. You know, we're not Superwoman or Superman or super they them, but we're gonna try our absolute best, okay? And so what we will be doing here though is boosting ourselves up, boosting our neighbors up, promoting ourselves, promoting our community, promoting our colleagues, promoting those that need to be promoted, like those who aren't seen enough. If it's you, if it's your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your granny, your uncle, like whoever it is, the LUV Language Podcast is a space that is set to highlight not only myself and what I'm doing in my life, but also my guests who I will have the privilege of talking to. I've already talked to a couple of people. Like, the stage has been set in that respect, and so that's gonna be popping, man. That's gonna pop, bro. It's gonna pop. Every episode is centered around the 5 main ways of giving and receiving love. So, class, if we would like to go through those for those who aren't aware, those are words of affirmation, okay, and then acts of service, and then we have quality time, little QT, physical touch, number 4, and then last but not least, gifts giving and receiving. You know, everything works both ways. There's duality, polarity, and law of attraction. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to be doing. And as I am here speaking with you guys, finally, you'll kind of get to see how that rolls a little bit. By no means is this perfect. By no means are my first few episodes going to be perfect. By no means are my last few episodes, whenever they come around, knock on wood, are they going to be perfect. But you know what? They will absolutely always be me. And they will absolutely always be set with the intention of promoting love, giving love, showing love, giving people their flowers, and just planting beautiful seeds. So, with all that being said, I guess the best thing to do is get into it, huh? Now, you might kind of see back and forth, whether you are listening to our podcast on one of our various platforms, hey, or you happen to popped into my YouTube channel, Life Unapologetically Vibrant, where you may catch the video version of this. You know, I am a visual person, so whilst I enjoy listening and taking in things via audio, I also enjoy visually intaking things, and I'm very much more a visual learner, and I just like to look at people, see what y'all doing. I'm nosy, so I like to have options, and so I'll probably have those options up there to explore later. So, a little bit about me. My name is Christandra McCaskill. Most people call me Christy as a nickname, hence Xty Luv, which actually started within my family, and really stuck. You know, as much as I didn't want it to stick as I was getting older, she stuck and she's back, and I absolutely love it to death. Like, if it ain't me, I don't know what is. Xty Luv. Yes. Yes. Right? Come on. Okay, bet. So, at the young strapping age of my age, just kidding, born in October 20th, 1995, like, come through with it, do the math and just know the facts. Like, it's legit, it's divine, it's all of the above. I was born in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. That was the angel singing, just in case y'all needed to know what was going on there. And usually this space will be created in the beginning stages for artists and creatives. I would consider myself a creative. I enjoy partaking in just different art avenues. I appreciate taking in art. You know, other people sing, dance, whatever it is, I'm here for it. And so I guess that makes sense for me to want to just like create a space for those people to come talk about what they do. But it flows together. Like I said, this is very much so a full circle moment. And you'll catch little things all the time, I promise. It's such a beautiful and interesting journey, and it's only gonna get better, okay? Like, that's the thing. So, I mean, I did like show choir in the past when I was in high school. You know, it didn't really go past there. I am an avid singer in the shower and in the car. I enjoy painting, I enjoy drawing, I enjoy writing, all of the things, right? But that's not my focus. We love the things, but that's not my focus. I want to focus on my friends and my family and those in the community who are like hustling to just get their livelihood and express themselves. Like, it's such a struggle. And even though I am not, I guess, directly in that just hustle for my livelihood. Like, this is what I do. Like, art is what I do. And so, like, my hat just always goes off to absolutely anybody on that path and driving in those lanes. So I feel so just fulfilled and satisfied and happy to be able to just listen and let people speak and talk about themselves, where it can be taboo now to boast about yourself or brag about what you're doing, like, for one reason or another. Like, I get it, because you kind of want to preserve your energy, preserve your projects, and, you know, people can't try to put their stench on your stuff, but not at the Love Language Podcast. Like, you come here, and this is just all about you, like, and no holds barred. Like, whatever anybody has to say, think, or anything in regards to, like, a low vibrational wave geared towards what you're doing or what I'm doing, like, rebuke it. That don't even hold space. It doesn't even exist. The fact that I even said that is the only reason it could exist at this point. Like, that's dead. So coming on here and being in this space is spotlight on you, babe. Like, and forget what anybody else has to say or think about it. Like, it's all about you, and you pick up them flowers. You carried them flowers with pride. Okay, we're here to root you on. This is what the community is for. It's for support. Okay, it's for support, whether it's mental, whether it's physical, whether it's spiritual. You know, God bless one day, financial. Like, big things. Okay, moral of the story. And so getting into the love language is really just showing yourself, like, this is how I'm going to live, and I'm not going to be sorry about it. And it's going to be bold, and it's going to be bright, and it's going to be me, right? Okay, so let's get into the love language then, the Love Language Podcast, okay? And so I will say, even though we're not talking about love so much, my love language, because I just wanted to take the test, because, like I said, why not? I'm always trying to learn something about myself, or, you know, just kind of see how I'm growing and changing and shifting and molding myself, and via the universe, of course. My most my highest scoring love language, I guess, just from the standardized 5 love language test.com deal, was quality time, which is crazy. One of my guests, my first guest, said that hers was quality time as well, and I really didn't put 2 and 2 together because it was really late at night, and I was just really trying my best to do well, and, like, there were nerves involved. So y'all will get that, and I'm sure there will be a disclaimer before that episode is posted. But yeah, quality time. So this whole deal is, like, right up my jam, you know. Whatever that is. I love sitting and talking to people, like, genuine space, genuine energy exchange. Like, I feel like that sounded real country, but sign me up. Physical touch was my next highest score, and then words of affirmation, acts of service, and receiving gifts, because anyways, I mean, some of you, I get it, but anyways, we ain't gonna worry about that. I'm here. We spending quality time with each other. Man, thank y'all so much. If you even made it this far, thank y'all. I hope you know what? I know you're gonna get into it. I ain't even gonna hope no more. That's it. Because we finna get into these words of affirmation, and I need you to feel these with me, okay? Because we taking care of ourselves, mind, body, and soul. So I would typically ask my guests if they have any affirmations that, they are used to either beforehand or whilst we're talking. But I know I have some that I personally say like every day. I try to say every day. So there will be 3 affirmations because everything's better in 3. Sorry for you guys that don't like odd numbers, but take it up with Jesus. So 3 affirmations, and I'll go ahead and say my affirmations because we got to start each episode off on a high note, right? You got to get into that energy of feeling yourself, of knowing that you're supposed to be here in this moment at this time, okay? So I will say, number 1, strength begins with the choice to be kind to myself. You will hear that, I promise you, guarantee you, more than this one time, because that's the staple. Strength begins with the choice to be kind to myself, number 1. Number 2, I have the power and authority to create my own life structure, okay? Nobody else. Only if I gave them that power or authority. But I have the power and authority to create my own life structure, right? Because in the infinity, like where I am right now, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I'll give y'all one more. I no longer choose to believe in any limitations or lack. That's it. Because I have that power to create my own life structure. So why in the world would I believe that I'm lacking or limited in anything? Thank you, Jesus. How easy was that? And in the spirit of knowing and feeling ourselves, we're going to go ahead and get into our acts of service, which was created in this space to be able to express ourselves. Y'all see how this is coming around? Y'all see what I did there? I need you to feel it. Because I am grateful that every single thing has lined up the way it has supposed to line up. Like, there have been many times where I'm just like, I don't know. I do not know. I promise you I don't know. But I can tell you that it's going to work out. I can tell you that things are going to be okay. I can tell you that there's absolutely no reason to worry. And that's the most beautiful thing in life for me right now. I gotta say, man, for real, like, I've been going through such a large transition for me. Like, for the first time in my life, I am not working my ASS off for a reason other than like my own, so that is such a refreshing thing. And if you don't get that, I'm gonna need you to just rewind 15 seconds and listen to that again, okay? Because that is a thing. Like, people out here at their old age doing things that like they just abhor, like do not want to be doing. And I be doggone, I can't do it. I have too many dreams that are way too big for me to be sitting around and worried about, oh my gosh, when am I going to start? Oh my gosh, when am I going to start? Oh my gosh, when am I going to start? Like, that's dead. I just can't, in general, do that. So this is definitely me taking that leap of faith or that first step. Or if you're familiar with that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go type deal. And I am very proud of that. Like, even though I might not be in the most ideal financial situation to, like, traditional generations, I've never been so happy in my whole entire life. Like, I just wake up And I'm so happy. I feel the sun on my face and I feel grateful. Like, things have never felt so as they were supposed to be, if that makes sense. And that's just all gratitude to God, for taking that step. Because it's hard, especially when you get started out here in the matrix and you just start hustling and going and going and working and working and working. Like, it almost takes a breakdown for you to be like, this ain't it. Or several for some people. But God got a funny way of showing you where you need to be and what you need to be doing. And He definitely trusts us to, do it. It might take us a few times, and we might question Him along the way. But look, He got it. It's already lined up for you. That's the thing, and that's so beautiful. And living in that is so beautiful as well. And so if nobody hears absolutely anything that I've said thus far, please know that when you start living for yourself and living your life completely and fully for your joy and your happiness and your peace, there is nothing that you could lack. Like, truly, there is nothing you could lack. At the root, and if you know, there's nothing you could lack. And that is a blessing. And I'm so grateful, and I thank God every day. Like, thank you. Like, just roll, thank you. Like, driving down the road, thank you, bro. Like, it's nothing like it. Nothing like it. And so, ultimately, being able to sit here and express yourself and let others know what you're doing and what you're achieving and what you're proud of and what you want them to remember about you is such a beautiful act of service for my guests, I feel like, and for my guests for themselves. Like I said, it's kind of taboo, unfortunately, for people to really get into it and talk about themselves. But we're going to destigmatize that. How about it? All while we get to just like convene together and fellowship and hang out, really chill. Like, that's what it is. Like, it's not a super, okay, let me get this set up, I need this to look this way, I want this to sound like this. Like, of course I want everything to have, and be of good quality, but don't expect a lot of editing, a lot of chop and screwing and flashy things and pop up, clickbait, this, that, and the other. Like, that is not what Christandra is. That is not who I am. That's not what the Love Language Podcast is. This is literally a space to sit here and spend time with each other and like catch up, fangirl over each other, and just be each other's cheerleaders, right? So, beautiful transition into the quality time aspect. I would love to know, in this intimate space, like, spending quality time with yourself, like making a mental note of how and what do I or my guests do to spend quality time with ourselves and just unwind. And is that like a part of the creative process, or is it separate, like no work and pleasure type deal? And so I have to say, for me personally, like, I love spending time with myself. Like, I'm an only child. I do enjoy being with people and interacting with people, and I love people in general. But also, I've grown to be such a person of solitude. Like, I don't mind sitting by myself. maybe there was a time where it wasn't the most comfortable, but at this point in my life, I literally have to remind myself to come back to reality, like come outside of myself sometimes, because I'm so much in here or in here. Like, it's just, boop, gone, honey. Gone with the wind. So, I do love spending time with myself, and usually it's just laying out, honestly, like laying down. I love to meditate. I'll just meditate. I'll try not to meditate and drive, like, but I enjoy road trips, but because I enjoy kind of like getting to a meditative state, just laying with my kitty cats. I have 3 kitty cats. I'm pretty sure you will either see them, hear them, or I will mention them, you know, at some point in almost every episode, unless I'm away somewhere at somebody else's place, like, they will be relevant. We kick it hard. I got one laid out right now. He is cool. I enjoy aromatherapy though. Candles, incense, the herbs of the earth, like quality. You can't beat that quality time. But music and aromatherapy, I would say those are my 2 set. And my kitty cats, like those, that's my happy place for the most part. Those things resonate with me most in creating a space to enjoy quality time with myself. And I will definitely say, unless it's like writing, you know what, right now, just because I've worked like the kind of traditional like 9 to 5 type deal, which I love my career and what I am able to do, but because I'm so conditioned, I feel like my creative work and creative aspect or creative side now is more of a quality time, even though when you get down to it, it's probably work more so than anything. I just enjoy it so much. Like, it don't feel like it. It just feels like I'm finally getting to do something for myself and with myself. So it's kind of a blurred line on that one. We'll circle back around in 3 to 6 months and see what my answer is, I guess. But usually I know that it's time to like take a step back when my brain just feels like static. Like, you just, you know, when you turn in the channel, like maybe you're out in the country or somewhere where there's not very good reception, and you just kind of get that static, or either that channel with like the different colored lines and it's just like boop, like that's what happens. Like, I know I say and like a lot. We'll work on that, please forgive me. But excuse me, babe will literally turn off like, we're done. Like, I don't even know what you thought, because I guess I have been in the places where I have just overdone it to some really dark and bad points before. So she just shuts off, like brain gone, everything. I blank stare. Anytime I look at you and just don't respond and don't say anything, know that I have hit that ceiling and that my brain said we're done. That's a physiological thing at this point. Don't at me, okay? Please don't at me. But that's pretty much my indicator that it's time to step back and take some time, which I'm so blessed and grateful for, because some people will burn themselves out, and I am finally getting to the point where I will no longer allow myself to do that disservice to myself. And so with that, the physical touch, we ain't catching no cases, okay? After we've talked about our quality time, we done got real comfy cozy. But we ain't gonna do all that. I got some fun little games and stuff for my guests that y'all gonna have to stay tuned and check out, listen up for, and get into with us, because it is fun. You will not want to miss it. It's quite entertaining. However, when I'm solo dolo, for now, I have to just send my love and appreciation for you guys. That's going to be a continuous thing. Like, I'm always putting that love out there for you guys, because I am so grateful. Like, you really don't got to sit here and listen to me talk, and you don't have to listen to these people put themselves out there, you know, on the line for y'all, and to hopefully draw y'all in one way or another. But if you do allow us to do that and be with you and sit with you for a little bit and hang out, like, that's just such a privilege and an honor to me. And I just have to say, like, hug yourself. I'm hugging myself. Sorry for the podcasters. They can't see what I'm doing. Hug yourself so tight for me, because I am so thankful. Like, I am so thankful that you came here and you hung out with the kid for a little bit. Like, that means the world, and it's pretty priceless. I might set up a Patreon account later, so it might be a little price on it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't even know how this shit works. I told y'all, don't even sign me up for technology. But we'll get something set up a little bit later. Yes, though, hug yourself, and know that that's me. I'm sending that energy. Every bit of just happiness that is released. Love and happiness. Look, don't play with me, y'all. I'm too clever for my own good. Know that that's me. Every bit that you feel, you smile a little bit, that's me. That's me. I did that. We did that there together. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. You know, that's for y'all. That's for y'all. I'm so grateful for you guys. And I hope that you enjoy enough to just keep coming back. And also, even just aside from enjoying, like, learn from those that come on and, you know, put themselves out there, what they're doing, you know, events, dates, this, that, and the other. Like, they are here to network. This is a whole networking experience for everybody. So, like, stay tuned and take note. And then vice versa. If you know somebody in your city, in your town, in your area who just, like, don't get the flowers and recognition they deserve, like, we starting off small, but baby, the Love Language Podcast, love language is global. It's international. So the ideal is to take these people who don't get the exposure that they deserve and that they need, and push them out there so that they can network and make more connections and continue the cycle, and it to be on and on and on. Like, people will be on several times as well. Like, don't think you're going to see a person one time and that's going to be it. Like, ask my good friends, my close friends. Like, once you're locked in, you're locked in. Like, I almost don't care what you do after that point. Like, I love people, and when I know when you down for me and I'm down for you, like, that's just, there's no comparison. There's no match. That's some rare stuff that you really just can't get in this life, for real. Unless you just really put in that work and put in that love and that just genuine energy towards it. So thank you. I say all that to say thank you. I love you. Truly. I might not know you, but trust me, it's there. And at the end of the day, you got to cap it off with the cherry on top. Who doesn't want to receive a gift? And I have to say, before I get into it, that curating this space, creating this podcast, and doing every little thing afterwards that leads up to it, that consists and makes up this project, is such a gift to myself. Like, I'm Santa Claus and my little helpers and Mrs. Claus all rolled into one. Like, truly, because maybe you'll get the extent of how much I've lived. Just, not just for myself, I don't want to put it on anybody or anything or any situation, because at the end of the day, we are all in control of our own sea and our own destiny. So that's on me. But now I can finally say that anything I do from this point forward is on me, and I will love to take full responsibility for it. I am so here for it. My wins, my losses, my ups, my downs, my tears, like the laughter, everything. It's all perspective, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed, and I'm grateful to be able to experience and navigate through everything that God is bringing my way. And I know that there will continue to be beautiful things, beautiful people, beautiful experiences, and beautiful connections. And it just won't stop. You know why? Because things are always moving. Things are always moving, and as long as they are moving with the intention of creating and promoting love and light and peace and self-worth and growth, like, how could anything but light come from that? I don't know. Maybe you can put it together, but it's not in my equation, so you can actually keep it to yourself. But with that being said, y'all, that's been the Love Language Podcast. You can't get no sweeter than that. You can't get no sweeter than that. Bro, love and happiness, 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 love and happiness. That's all we need. You keep those two things, love and happiness, unconditionally. Like, don't matter what's going on. Don't matter whether the sun is shining bright or if the clouds are covering them up. It don't matter if the moon is mooning or the stars are starring. Love and happiness, keep it. Preserve your peace and take care of yourself. And we're going to leave you on that. Look, I love y'all so much. Thank you. And I promise you we're going to be back. And then we're going to be back again and again and again and again. Y'all take care of yourselves. It's been a great one on the Love Language Podcast with your girl, Xty Luv. That's me and LUV. Life unapologetically vibrant, living in vibrancy always, and unapologetically sharing through the language of love. See y'all next go round.